Hello, my friends. Today's date is December the 15th, and this is a reading for you if this is your birth date, or if this is an anniversary or special occasion date, but primarily a birthday reading for the year to follow. It's a 4 card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. So, what is the general energy card of the year but the stone? And what does the stone say to reflect upon? Well, the stone represents to me eternity. It represents, longevity. It represents what is this rock that was floating in space after the Big Bang was hit by all kinds of meteors and comets and things, and those stones from those meteors and comets were given to this earth to bring materials for growth and for change, and from all of those different energies that bombarded this earth, that mixed with this earth element, did we become, because we are the energies that are inside this earth. We are reflected with all the same minerals and materials that this earth has in it, we have in us. We are the product of all these stones that have collided with earth. We are the product of this earth. We are from the womb of this earth. We are given form by this earth, and it is the spirit that has come down to dance upon this earth that has created itself through these stones, through this earth, through this energy that has allowed us to become all that we are and to carry all these minerals and materials. So what does the stone represent? Well, it represents this kind of timeless energy, this this eternal energy of being, that we return to stone, we come from stone, we keep going, that the stones remember, the stones have the memories of all the past. The stones have seen it all and witnessed it all and been there through it all, have been part of everything that's been built and that's been destroyed and been rebuilt again. They have the sight and the memory of time. I remember doing a talking with stones meditation where we would lead through contacting a stone that we liked, and it took me back to Egyptian times, and it took me back to being on a desert island, and it took me forward to being in another land through another time and witnessing pharaohs and Jews exiting Israel, and it witnessed desert island survival, and it just talked to me about how much the stone sees, how much the stone witnesses. So this is about you. Your reflection is remembering that you are a stone, and you have the eternal eyes of witness that have watched us come and go, that have watched humans come and go, that have watched stones and animals and life come and go. And there's something beautiful and magnificent in that process. There's also something almost sad, for many people in that process, that it just keeps going on and we have to keep doing this. But it is what we have. It is who we are. It is how we dance upon this earth. It is how we experience things that we could never experience if we were not allowed to be in a precious form that can appreciate all of the different things that are given to us and offered to us, and that we bring to us, and the things that we clutch and the things that we let go, in the sense of, I got to hold on to this. This is who I am. This is what I'm leaving. This is what my voice is. This is what my legacy is. This is what my time is on this earth. But this one form that we hold is going to die, is going to drop down to the earth and become another stone for a minute, and then come back and become you again, or another you again. So there's that eternal witness that the stone provides to us. It says, breathe, relax, keep going, let happen, keep flowing, don't get stuck, let yourself be everything that is, let yourself be the river and the stone and the human and the animal and the butterfly and everything that is there. So in under all of that, what is your particular challenge? Well, Queen of Pentacles is the particular challenge, and it's upright. The Queen is magnanimous with her gifts, her resources, her love, her compassion. She has a way of understanding, how much work it took to get something to happen and how much energy needed to be put into something. And she has a sense of her resources, and has a sense of who needs what and how she can help people, and very humanitarian energy. So your challenge, I think, is to have humanitarian energy and to give your resources out and to help others in the process. For some reason, there's some kind of challenge that maybe you don't feel like you have enough, or maybe you don't feel like you're given enough respect, or maybe you're uh, being stolen from. And there's something key in that being stolen from you, that maybe you think something is being stolen from you that you value, and that you don't think that somebody else is respecting you enough to ask for it, or to work for it, or to however it's presented to you. But there's a feeling of maybe paranoia, there's a feeling of maybe being watched and witnessed and taken advantage of. And it's hard to share when you feel like someone is taking from you. It's hard to give when you feel like someone is taking from you without a sense of reciprocity. So with all that going on, with all that, how does one give under the sense of duress? How does one give under the sense of loss? This is the action to take card, the weasel. Well, the weasel is about stealth. The weasel is about watchfulness. The weasel is, the weasel in Arabian tales, the weasel could go into the Sultan's palace, sneak into the Sultan's, private rooms, go through the private drawers of the Sultan, and sit in the corners and listen and spy on what is necessary to be known in order for the weasel to get the jewel that will help, the young boy to save his grandfather. So the weasel, in this case, is just the sense of stealth and watchfulness. So this is calling you, I think, to be aware of your surroundings, aware of who is doing what, and also aware of why. Because the weasel, because it can watch in private, in hiddenness, can see what's going on with somebody and can understand them on deeper levels. There's a great sense of compassion needed here. There's a great sense of openness needed here for someone who might be in pain, who might be taking something from you, and it might be their only ability left. There might be their only option left, and they might feel like they have to take this in order for something or someone else to survive. And if you can find the compassion to hear that and understand that, maybe you won't be so harsh on them, maybe you won't be so paranoid in yourself, maybe you understand that you need to give them something, you need to give something of yourself to them. And maybe it's not the jewel that they prize, but maybe it's some help that is desperately needed in some kind of situation. And from that place of witness, from that place of understanding that sometimes in this life we are rich, and in the next life we are poor, and in those poor lives, how do we get ahead? How do we keep our families alive? How do we keep ourselves alive? How do we bring food to our table? If there are no options available, especially in these times of great challenge and great need, how do we help those in need? How do we keep them from thinking they need to steal from others in order to be fed? And it's the only way for them to do it. How do we support those people who are in crisis, who are in pain, who are without? And do we need to take it personally that they need to take something from us? They'd take anything from anybody, and quite often in order to just stay ahead and stay alive. Some people, not everybody, but in this particular instance, there's something that's driving someone to possibly be taking your stone, be taking your precious stone. And if you look at it on the bigger picture, what is really of value? Those stones will come and go. You will come and go. Your legacies will come and go. Everything will come and go. And in the end, what is remembered, usually whether you've been a kind person or a mean person, whether you've been a selfish person or a magnanimous person in helping others, whether you've been someone who has been looked up or looked down upon. And so this is your sense of a legacy, your sense of an identity that may carry through for you longer than any kind of empire or fortune that you leave behind, is your sense of integrity, your sense of understanding that the human condition is often a painful one and needs some help and needs some clarity, needs some divine fortune given to it. And maybe you are that Queen of Pentacles that is here to help someone else, to offer up your resources, to offer up your hard work for someone else who cannot make it right now, who needs some desperate help. And out of your heart and out of your soul and out of your kindness and out of your awareness. Remember, weasel, stealth, watchfulness, witness, the stone in the bigger witness of things. Do you become, a very powerful giver of your heart, a very powerful healer of other people's hearts? And do you open your heart and allow your own sense of your own richness, the own sense of your own memories of time and space to bring you peace, to bring you truth, to bring you love, to bring you compassion, to bring you connection, and for you to share in a way that makes more profound sense for humanity than it does for someone who is just stuck to themselves and cannot get out of themselves, that cannot see someone else who is in pain and can only witness your own pain or their own pain. So this is a lot about that timelessness of humanity, and may your heart be open and your gifts be flowing and your kindness to those in challenge and in pain be assisted in the most humanitarian of ways. Aho.